right. Let's analyze a few of those stocks then. Amnish Aggarwal, Head of Research at Prabhudas Lilladher, joins us on the show. Hi, Amnish. Morning. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, let's talk about Tata Steel. The numbers looked a little bit weaker than what the street was working with. Particularly, Europe seems to be in a problem. What works for them is actually the stock ended at the low point of the day yesterday, so the street was sensing these weak numbers. And the commentary overnight from the Fed may be good for metals on the whole. But your view on the stock and how does it react today?
The metal stock, I think the outlook is more like sideways. And if the global demand improves and the prices go up, then the metal stock could come into some sort of a limelight. Because metals is not about, you can say, other things. The main thing is if your raw materials are benign and the global demand is good, then we could see the metal stock doing well. So I think one should watch out for the trends in the global demand as well as what happens on the raw material side.
So how would you approach the stocks then? From the metals pack, what do you like, what don't you like?
You see, a stock which we like on the, you can say, metal side is Indelco, because the demand supply there is likely to get favorable. Some of the smelters in China, they are closing down, so which might push the prices up. So Indelco is a stock which we like in the metal space.
Okay. Hindalco is the pick. Steel, non-steel, everything, right? That's the one that you like. Amit?
Prashant, I missed your word in between.
No, I'm saying that across the metal space, steel, non-steel, Hindalco is your pick.
Yeah.
Okay. JSPL, if you can just weigh in, what is your view after yesterday's sharp cut? There are, I read some sell-side notes which actually were referring to a sort of, prior high debt kind of high capex intensity, high debt cycle, which had led to a derating for the stock. Are we back in that kind of a phase, or this is what's your reading?
I don't think we are back to that kind of a phase, but having said that, the way the stock has rallied in the past, okay, now I think it will have some breather. We are not into that kind of a situation when the debt is there and you can say that it is pressurizing all your numbers and all. But at the end of the day, your EBITDA per ton has to move above averages. And as I said that in the metal space in particular on the ferrous side, if your raw materials are benign and if your EBITDA per ton, say, crosses 12,000-13,000 kind of a level, then definitely some of these stocks are going to bounce back.
Okay. All right. Do you all have a view on GMDC? Those numbers look very, very disappointing. But the street obviously is looking ahead. Do you have a view there?
No view on GMDC.
Okay. Let's speak about the auto numbers then. Hero MotoCorp, the numbers are pretty much in line. What's your view on that one?
You see, the main thing is two-wheelers have not been doing that great, but at the same time, the October numbers were expected to be good because we had delayed festival season. Now it remains to be seen, and Hero is, you can say, very strong on the, you can say, lower CC bikes. If Hero is likely to sustain these kinds of numbers, then I think definitely the stock is among the cheapest in the entire pack, but the sustainability of this and that too, which is linked to the rural demand and more to the demand on the tier 2, tier 3 cities, so that I think is still to be tested. But numbers per se, I think one should, actually in such cases, one should include, say, the numbers of, say, September, October and November, and then look at how much is the growth on a YOY basis. So I think the next, say, particularly, say, month or so will be very crucial for, you can say, all the two-wheeler companies, or particularly, you can say, which are catering to more on the rural side, more on the tier 2, tier 3 cities to see where the demand goes. And if then we get a clear signal that the demand is actually going to be good and these companies can sustain good volumes growth, then definitely two-wheeler is one pack which has not performed that well, maybe except, say, TVS Motor, which has been doing well. So Hero Motors then can be a stock which can see some sort of a re-rating.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot, Amnish. A short but effective chat. We appreciate you stopping by and giving us your view on those stocks. Wishing you a good day ahead. For the time being, we slip into a short break. On the other side, we'll be joined by Mitesh and Sudarshan. They'll be joining in to give us their technical calls.